why there's no vindication for me? Because for 4 years, I've been screaming, not just Diddy, but Diddy and Jay-Z are monsters, and the victim-making machine kept going on.
In recent months, there's been one story in rap culture that sent shockwaves through the entire industry. And no, memes aside, we're talking about the disturbing allegations surrounding hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs. Claims of abuse involving both men and women, spanning decades, have resulted in multiple lawsuits and a full-blown federal investigation.
For the man once known as hip-hop's wealthiest mogul. His business empire estimated at $1 billion by Forbes just 2 years ago. Now held without bond in a Brooklyn jail cell at the center of lawsuits, raids on his home, and now a scathing federal indictment.
One of the first people to push these rumors back into the spotlight was singer and songwriter Jaguar Wright. Back in the early 2000s, Jaguar moved in elite industry circles, surrounded by some of the biggest names in music. But years later, she reemerged with a series of explosive podcast appearances, many of them dropping just weeks after Cassie Ventura filed her initial lawsuit against Diddy in November 2023.
Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, Robert Kelly, Sean Combs have one person in common, Sean Carter. This has been a fist of tyranny that has been punching through our culture and our society for decades. It must stop.
The timing was perfect for internet virality. Millions tuned in as Jaguar aired out alleged behind-the-scenes horrors involving Diddy. But toward the end of one particularly viral appearance, she pivoted. According to her, there was someone even worse than Diddy. And the name she pointed to was Jay-Z.
We have 3 victims right now who are willing to give testimony about not only what Mr. Carter has done to them, but his wife as well. They're a nasty little couple. They do nasty things. Keeping people against their will, putting people on planes while they're unconscious, just like Aaliyah got on that plane.
Sean Corey Carter. The man many consider the greatest rapper of all time. The richest rapper alive. A cultural icon. According to long-circulating rumors, Jay-Z may be connected to a story that resurfaced right as the Diddy saga exploded again. The mysterious death of a woman named Kathy White. Back in 2011, just as Beyonce revealed she was pregnant with her first child, Blue Ivy, reports quietly emerged that Kathy White, a woman alleged to have had a relationship with Jay-Z, had suddenly died from a brain aneurysm. She was just 28 years old.
That's always been my focus. They're one and the same. Tell me something. When you have a peanut butter jelly sandwich, if it's just peanut butter, it's just peanut butter. If it's just jelly, it's jelly. When you put it together, it becomes a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and the taste is undeniable.
You saying Diddy and Jay-Z is peanut butter jelly?
Peanut butter and jelly. Let's deal with the sandwich.
What raised eyebrows then, and still does now, is the timing. And even more unsettling are claims that Diddy himself may possess information suggesting Kathy's death involved foul play. According to Jaguar Wright, if Diddy goes down, he might take Jay-Z with him. To understand how these rumors formed, we have to rewind. Jay-Z and Beyonce's relationship began in the early 2000s. Though officially private for years, the couple eventually became the ultimate power duo in music. Beyonce, one of the most decorated artists in history. Jay-Z, a mogul who transcended rap to become a billionaire businessman. Together, they built an empire and weathered storms that would have ended most celebrity relationships.
Dad, I know I promised you I'm going to give you my first Grammy, but we might have to fight for this one.
She said she wanted to thank everybody for her first Grammy.
Anyway, I'd like to thank Jay-Z for being a part of this record with me.
She'd like to thank Jigga Man for being the greatest in the world.
Ellen Reed, Steve Bartles, Tata, Jay Brown, Karen Kwok for finding this amazing record. Tricky, Dream for writing such a beautiful record. Thank you, I love you guys.
But those storms were real. Over the years, rumors of Jay-Z's infidelity followed the couple relentlessly. From early whispers involving Rihanna to the infamous 2014 Met Gala elevator incident where Beyonce's sister Solange attacked Jay-Z on camera, the cracks were visible long before either artist publicly addressed them.
That's always been my focus. They're one and the same. Tell me something. When you have a peanut butter jelly sandwich, if it's just peanut butter, it's just peanut butter. If it's just jelly, it's jelly. When you put it together, it becomes a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and the taste is undeniable.
You saying Diddy and Jay-Z is peanut butter jelly
Peanut
time?
butter and jelly. Let's deal with the sandwich.
As opposed to jumping on the bandwagon, it should be noted that this is definitely the first time that she leveled these claims at Hove and Co. Instead, Jaguar, who sang backing vocals on Jay-Z's Unplugged album, has been claiming that Hove abused her and others for years.
Sean Carter is just as bad as the diddler, and I know that for a fact. I got the scars to prove it. You want to know what a box cutter feels like going into your skin and ripping you? I can tell you how it feels. Y'all ain't seen shit. That Cassie shit, that's nothing.
Are you trying to say like Jay-Z put hands on you?
So I'm saying Sean Carter remembers everything he did to me, and he's got it on tape. Just like Diddy. It's gonna be the women that give him in the end.
Those rumors reached a peak in 2016 with Beyonce's album Lemonade. The project explored betrayal, pain, rage, and reconciliation. One line in particular, Becky with the good hair, ignited a cultural firestorm. Fans speculated endlessly about who Becky might be, with names like Rachel Roy and Rita Ora being dragged into the conversation.
It's a cliche, the celebrity couple, they get together, they break up, I'm like, well, who else are they gonna go out with? But for some reason, you took an unprecedented stand to fight for this marriage. To fight for it and to put it all out there. What is it about this marriage that's so special that you would fight this hard to save it?
Well, it's my soulmate. It's the person I love, And you can be in love with someone. You can love someone and if you haven't experienced love and you don't understand it and you don't have the tools to move forward, then you're gonna have complications. Period. And if you can either address it or you can pretend until it blows up at some point. And for us, we chose to fight for our love, for our family, to give our kids a different outcome. To break that cycle for black men and women. To see a different outcome, like you were saying. It's not this celebrity couple. We were never a celebrity couple. We were a couple who just happened to be celebrities.
Jay-Z eventually responded with his own album, 444, where he openly admitted to infidelity and apologized publicly to Beyonce. The couple framed their survival as growth, healing, and commitment. But there was one rumored woman who never faded from the shadows: Kathy White. Born Kathy Michelle White, she grew up in Virginia before attending Howard University, one of the most prestigious HBCUs in the country. Friends described her as confident, ambitious, and driven. After graduating, she moved into public relations, eventually working in publishing, fashion, beauty, and fitness branding. By the late 2000s, Kathy relocated to Los Angeles. There, she built connections within celebrity circles and became close friends with people like Claudia Jordan and Nikki Chu. While Kathy mostly worked behind the scenes as a publicist, she also had aspirations in entertainment, dabbling in music, modeling, and small acting roles.
I will say that Jay-Z, if he was doing ill shit like that, he was more quiet about it. You know what I mean? But then, if we be real with ourselves, it was kind of abnormal when he got with Beyonce. Like, she was pretty young when he got with her. There's rumors that he was messing with Foxy Brown when she was pretty young, So there's a lot of those rumors around.
In May 2009, Kathy traveled to Las Vegas with friends during one of the biggest boxing weekends of the decade, Manny Pacquiao versus Ricky Hatton. The MGM Grand was packed with celebrities, including Jay-Z, Diddy, Cassie Ventura, and countless industry insiders. After the fight, multiple after-parties popped off across the city. One of them, at a nightclub on the Strip, was heavily photographed. Those photos would later become infamous. In the images, Kathy is seen partying near Jay-Z and Diddy, laughing, dancing, holding champagne, visibly enjoying herself. Nothing explicit. Nothing incriminating, just proximity. At the time, nobody paid much attention. But a year later, everything changed.
I'm not gonna lie. When certain people get to a certain level of fame, I don't know why, but you start to hear little about certain people sometimes. If you really think about most of your top celebrities, black celebrities, rappers, I feel like I've heard a rumor damn near about all of them. It could be. Or it could be that motherfuckers got to join a club in order to get to a certain level. Everybody that goes past a certain point, you'll hear a little, have I heard little shit about Jay-Z? Yup.
In August 2010, an LA-based gossip blog called Diary of a Hollywood Street King published a post claiming Kathy White was Jay-Z's mistress. The blog, run under the pseudonym Jackie Jasper, alleged the relationship had been ongoing for years. The post relied entirely on anonymous sources. Kathy denied the claims and demanded the post be taken down. Shortly after, she deleted her social media accounts, a move that only fueled speculation. Gossip forums lit up. Photos from Vegas resurfaced. Rumors spread faster than facts. Yet there was a major problem. Parts of the blog's timeline were provably false. The author claimed Kathy met Jay-Z during a Las Vegas boxing weekend in September 2009, but Jay-Z was in London that entire weekend, performing sold-out shows with Coldplay at Wembley Stadium. Despite the errors, the label stuck.
He said there are two ways to leave here, either through the door with the deal sign or through this window, and we're on the 29th floor. So he was like, where's the pen? Where's the paper? I'm signing. Yeah.
Kathy's name became permanently attached to the word Mistress. By early 2011, Kathy had moved to New York City and started her own PR firm, White Label PR. Friends say she was rebuilding her life, keeping her circle small, and focusing on work. Then, in late August 2011, Beyonce revealed her pregnancy at the MTV Video Music Awards. Days later, Kathy White was dead. In the early hours of September 1st, 2011, friends confirmed Kathy had died after suffering a brain aneurysm. She was 28 years old. No autopsy results were publicly released. The story barely made mainstream headlines, but gossip forums exploded. The timing felt eerie, 1 year after the Mistress rumor, days after Beyonce's pregnancy announcement. Conspiracy theories followed immediately. Some questioned whether a healthy young woman could die so suddenly. Others speculated that Kathy had planned to speak to a journalist. One blogger claimed she had been contacted by a major tabloid shortly before her death, a claim later partially corroborated. The theories spiraled. Illuminati rituals. Silencing. Sacrifice. Even Beyonce was pulled into the speculation, with fans dissecting lyrics from her later song Daughter for hidden meaning. Most dismissed the theories as internet paranoia. But the story never fully died. Years later, Kanye West reignited it during a 2016 concert rant, claiming Jay-Z had killers. Then, in late 2023, the Diddy scandal exploded. And suddenly, old rumors resurfaced with fresh urgency. Jaguar Wright claimed Diddy had proof. Proof that Kathy White's death wasn't natural. Proof that Jay-Z was involved. No evidence has been publicly confirmed. No charges have been filed. But as lawsuits close in on Diddy, the question lingers. If one empire collapses, how many others fall with it? And if the truth ever comes out, will the crown survive it? That's a wrap on today's Hollywood drama. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for your daily dose of glitz, gossip, and rap culture news. Only on Inside Hollywood.